What's going on, Aces? Welcome back to the channel. I hope that you guys are having a wonderful weekend as our Thanksgiving holiday wraps up. Let's go ahead and get into this Love and Marriage Huntsville recap, season 9, episode 5, Big Dis Energy. So it got a little heated at the end of the episode, but let's go ahead and kick it off at the beginning. So Destiny and Martell are going to her storage unit, essentially. She said that it was a space that she rented last week. And I think a lot of people, myself included, was expecting more of a warehouse. I feel like that's, what Destiny was alluding to or, inferring. And then when we get there, we see that it's a pretty small standard storage unit. And listen, there's nothing wrong with that, but um, I'm just curious as to why she's not working out of her home, right? Until she has the money or the capital that's needed to rent an adequate warehouse. Like there's nothing wrong with small beginnings. That's actually smart. Melody is still selling uh her products out of her home. She has a room dedicated to it. And she films her TikTok lives there if she's not, in the studio. But she is, constantly online. We see her packing orders from her house. There's nothing wrong with that. Stormy, I think, did the same thing. She started in her kitchen, if I'm not mistaken. And that's where she created Canvas Beauty, trying to essentially grow her hair back and address her own health needs. But she started in the kitchen. Destiny is, I mean, first she had a brick and mortar, Madani, and then she closed that because that didn't work out. So now she's in the storage unit. She says the other people, rent out these storage units and they do hair and they have all kind of businesses and services and things like that. I've never heard of that, but okay. So they go into moving her box of products. She said she's going to introduce her candle. She has body mist, and just other stuff that she's doing. And she titles her line "Big D Energy." Um, I don't know who is advising Destiny. But she says her line is unisex, which I'm like, okay. But when I hear things like big D energy, she said that it's not what people think that. And then she says that if guys are like, kind of wary or sketchy of the name, then they probably don't have it, big D energy. And I'm just like, Destiny's marketing strategy is it's interesting. It's very unique. I'll say that. But yeah, I don't know where she's coming up with these ideas. If she's run them by anybody, if she has like a focus group, close friends that she could talk to, perhaps. But we'll see. We will see. So in the next scene, we have Kimmie and Melody, and they are working out in Melody's garage. Again, in my opinion, very smart, doing the filming at her home so she doesn't have to spend money, shooting at other locations. But she turned her garage into a workout studio. So they have a hired trainer there, and they are trying to strengthen Kimmie's core. We all know that Kimmie has gone through chemotherapy, and she said that her lung capacity is something that she's trying to build up because it's been damaged through her breast cancer journey. So, her and Melody are working out, and they are talking about. Mel brings up Maurice's DUI, and she's trying to relate to her, saying that she can understand and she can relate to having a spouse do crazy things. But Kimmie is holding her husband down, right? She's like, I really can't comment on that. And to be honest, I don't blame her. That's the same thing that Melody got on Nell Fletcher for last week, right? She actually instructed Nell to tell, whatever blogger or anybody who's interviewing Nell and Chris, if they have something to say about Melody and her affairs, to say no comment. So you can't get mad when Kimmie does the respectful thing and, is trying to protect her husband. I really wish that she would give that advice to her husband, who, you would think is a lawyer and would know better, to say no comment. The interviews that they've done in the past, he has embarrassed her repeatedly and thrown her all the way under the bus. But nevertheless, Kimmie is being protective of her husband and protects his image and says, we have to wait and let the courts decide. And as we know, just recently, I think that the case has been dismissed. But yeah, I feel like, Kimmie knows that Mel, but she says, she's essentially there for the tea. So in the next scene, we have Tisha and Marsau. And Tisha is trying to buffer between Marsau and Martell. She's like, I don't want there to be any kind of contention between you two. And Marsau's like, listen, he's like, I don't have a bone to pick with Martell. And then, of course, we see later on the opposite. And then they ask him about, his husband or his brother again. And, Martell or Marsau's like, well, our brother is a valedictorian lawyer, legal mind. So he's like, that's something that he has to work through and look inward and make changes in his life. I mean, I don't mind Marsau. I feel like when he talks to people, he comes across as very condescending, unfortunately. He might see himself as being blunt or matter of fact, but the way he talks to Tisha is it's nerve-wracking sometimes. I wouldn't be able to deal with it, but if she likes it, I love it. So Kimmie meets up with Destiny and, they're talking about Destiny's field day event. And, Kimmie asks pretty much who's all coming. And Destiny's like, well, I'm trying to invite everybody. She's like, everybody? And so, Destiny wants her to call Melody. And she's like, you be. And I'm thinking to myself, Kimmie, just like you turned Mel down, who was basically trying to, pump you for information in the garage, she could have easily told Destiny no. I don't know why she felt pressured to call Mel, which, and the call went straight to voicemail anyway. But they know that Melody has a protective order against Martell. I just made a video about it. But, she has a no contact order for a reason. She's not going to put herself in harm's way in order to film. And I feel like Kimmie and Destiny should know that and respect that. So the last scene is when Destiny has her Big D Energy, field day event and invites pretty much everybody except for Melody. So Lance is there. Nell Fletcher didn't know that her son was going to be there. And, from what I'm hearing, Destiny is coming after the content creators for even bringing up Lance. I'm hearing that he has a new baby. So congratulations to Lance. But whatever their relationship was, or is, they're not married. So I don't know. Personal matters of the heart, people get real in their feelings about. And speaking of, let me let you guys hear this clip, just a few minutes, because Marsau and Martell are going back and forth, and then I'll give my commentary at the end.
Part of the harassing communications was you sending the picture. No. That makes me lose respect for Martell.
If it was true.
I assumed it was true.
So you assumed it was? Now that he's saying that it's not true, how do you feel about it?
I don't know if I would believe Martell.
You don't believe me? I've been a liar about things that we've been through over the years, and a lot of experiences that you've had with me. I've been a liar.
Yeah.
Name something.
You lied about that I've had 20 women. You've lied about...
No. Let's correct that statement.
Yeah.
I said that I can guarantee that you slept with 20 women since you've been married.
That's a lie.
I can bet $50,000 it ain't.
Show me the 50,000 real quick.
Oh, I got it.
Show me. Show me your
50,000.
I didn't say I was gonna bet. Show me your 50,000.
I would bet.
Show me your 50,000.
We're not getting
Show me
anywhere.
50,000.
I know.
Okay, now one, I don't believe you have that. The difference
I
is
bet 50,000 on 25. You take a lie detector test then.
This is what I mean by how do we get to the 50 part? Nobody gonna say anything. Y'all just gonna let them go. I'm annoyed that nobody's saying anything, and I am the referee for real. It's like Maurice, let him fight it out. Chris and Nell are zombies. Poor Lance, he just new and traumatized. I just don't want anybody to swing on each other. Like, that's the last thing I want.
Because I know several women you've been with.
Right.
I know several women you've been with.
So here's the difference.
And I would suggest you stop talking so much about my. What made you lose respect for me? Because what you're saying right now isn't even true. So I'm up here telling you what the truth is, and you still say that you have no respect for me. So I'm saying, okay, it must be something deeper. So what is it?
All I'm saying is that you've got a lot to say in all your interviews.
I don't have a lot to say.
Every time he opens his mouth and says something about Marsau, he gonna be talking about.
I never said about you. What you talking about?
Marsau knows about Martell, and Martell ain't gonna like that. But Martell, his family, what's going on, and all this stuff.
But the question
I know about you.
His text
Your
messages,
family.
all the stuff he's saying about his girl, about who his girl's
Who is my girl? I don't have a girl.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
I ain't had a girl in 4 or 5 years. I go get my phone. You bring out your bring out my.
What the hell is about to happen here? Martell proceeds to go towards his car to get receipts. This is a show and all hell is about to break loose.
Well, I think the big day is going out the window.
What's up? Take your about my family. Go ahead. And I'm gonna see how true Tisha gonna stand on what she's not gonna accept in a marriage.
You said we weren't doing that.
That's it.
There's nothing that Martell's gonna bring out the phone. That's you gonna show.
It is.
Show what you gotta
You
show.
show it.
Show it. Show what you gotta show.
You show it.
No.
Oh,
You gotta go on the show.
He don't want to talk about my family. You show what you was talking about.
Yeah.
This is a conversation between me, you, and her.
Okay, show it.
Please show it.
Show it. Somebody show it. I don't care. I don't
Why
want
are you talking to me?
7 years ago,
Hey,
why you talking
we
to me?
got proof. I said, show your proof. I got no proof. Don't hold this over my head. I got something. Show what you got.
I'm not going to ease up right now. You make me feel some kind of way. You attempt to hurt me in some kind of way. I'm going to hurt you. I'm not going to be played by anybody and not make you feel how I feel. The reason I have not because I always respected your man.
You never respect the man. You never respect.
Once he loses respect for me, I'm gonna lose respect for y'all.
I don't have respect for you. I don't have respect, so you can talk.
Okay. Hey, Tisha, if I was you, I would want to see it too.
Okay, so then it goes into to be continued till next week. Well, one thing that Martell said that really stood out to me is he said that he wants them to feel like he feels. He is a person, in my opinion, that has nothing to lose. He's lost his wife. He's lost the respect of his friends and his community. He's about to lose his freedom if he keeps messing around with this no contact order. With someone like that, to me, is really dangerous. He went to the car, got his phone. We're going to see what happens next week. But I feel like even if he did have proof in his phone, to be honest, I feel like Tisha still would not leave Marsau. And I feel like that's what's really bothering Martell at his core, that even if, Tisha knows that her husband is messing around on her, or even, Nell Fletcher stood by Chris Fletcher's side after his infidelity. Like, he sees all these different couples who have stayed with their husbands, and his ex-wife, Melody Cherie, had the self-worth to leave him. And I feel like that's what really is eating him up. But anyway, you guys, let me know your thoughts. What do you think? I think they should just let Martell say what he needs to say, get it off his chest so he can move on. Him saying that he doesn't have a girl, I'm like, he's been with Ariane Curry. He lost his whole family over her, and they have a child together, a son together. Like, they should get married and, go off into the sunset. But anyway, that's going to take some maturity on Martell's part. You guys let me know your thoughts. Please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will talk with you in the next one. Take care, aces. Bye.